Так. Я не знаю, почему так, но вот эти черные полоски хрен уберешь. Хотя я вот выставил свои. Сейчас я посмотрю, как на стриме это выглядит. Подождите. Ну да, тут то же самое. Ну, наверное, ничего не поделать с этой хуйней. Ну и ладно.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber, broken, deaf, and blinded.
Бля, красота вообще. Ебанись.
a spark had once again been lit. It was told that for the being who kept fire in their heart, all darkness would vanish. Nevertheless, this long night seemed endless and fraught with perils.
What were they thinking? That thing was meant to remain dead. Ryan's never gonna come out again, no sir. And here it's just me. Alone, some ragdoll with his mask. Alone and at peace. They burned it all away, and for what? Shine a little light on things? I can see just fine in the dark. In the dark, I can see everything clear as day. What were they thinking? Focus on the eye and close your eyes to make things clear.
Блять, как же красиво сделано. Ёбаный рот. Я не устану удивляться, мне кажется.
In the midst of darkness, lo and behold, a friendship kindled. The fire that spread with it seemed so small against the vast night sky, small and flickering, but defiant.
With wire, clay, and fire, the craftsmen built the foundations, followed by the trees and the rocks. And after them came little houses for us tiny ones to cower in. For existence was so big, so vast, that without a roof above one's head, one could have fallen straight into the skies. And yet, with all that stuff, they didn't know what to do with us. So I reckon that's why they built the Midnight Walk. For us to wander, for lack of reason.
Заебись, я дверь открыл. А, все, я понял.
The crawlers eat fire, it's true they do, but most of all they feed on you. Don't you know? Howdy do. Didn't you hear? They eat you too. Fire, fire, aye, it's true.
And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander down the midnight walk.
closing nights of this era, a wandering flame. How rare, a little pot boy. This is already the end. Your pot boy, the last ember of the work table that was. You are destined to carry this torch to Moon Mountain. It is inevitable. We must all partake. Your purpose burnt into clay. Your pot boy must spread his fire. Walk now. Spread your fire. Walk, walk, walk. The soothsayers have spoken.
Whether they held or lacked reason, it didn't matter. When times were dark and winds blew cold, there wasn't much left to do, and it was quite enough to simply put one foot in front of the other.
She came back one day from a long while of rockpicking under the gnarly trees. Usually the Merkel had been fond of fall and the refreshing cool of winter, but this time it had been much too long for her taste. Even the sun seemed tired, and she had all the rocks she needed, so she decided to treat herself to a long nap.
Close your eyes. Listen. They sense you. They feel you. That's so beautiful.
Блять. Ну что так пугаешь?
Fire? Hey, I'd almost forgotten how it felt. And salutations, burnt one. Fancy meeting one of your kind here. You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right? Well then, on one hand, it's just a matter of walking down the road. But then on the other, the Midnight Walk has a mind of its own, and a mind to teach its rider a thing or two to boot. So if you are intending to walk the walk, you better... Ah, how's he? Didn't see you there. So glad to see you back on the move. And as I told you, it ran away from its owners. It's been waiting for the right passerby ever since it ended up here. Well, Mac, don't let me keep y'all. See you down the Midnight Walk, and burnt one. Wherever you end up this long night, keep that fire alive. It's really all that matters. Don't take my word for it. Just see for yourself. Some folks certainly know how to talk the talk. What you lack in talk, burnt one, I trust you make up for in walk. Be wary of the dark itself. It's full of ideas, but it is always hungry for more. Enough talk now. Time to listen.
is a well of ideas. A blank canvas full of possibilities. The dark itself is the key. All it needs is a little spark, and I get what I need. It hungers for fire, so I take a match. I light it, and I offer it. I give it freely. I have to surrender.
Don't venture into the swamp under the moon, they cautioned. There, wild eyes watch, and itching teeth yearn for succulent heads like ours. Gone are the bodies of old, and they can no longer shield us from the terrors.
Oh, look at those two arms swinging around. Disgusting. We don't take kindly to somebody's walking around here with 2 feet. Get bent limb tree. Oh, look at those two arms swinging around. Arms disgusting. So uncivilized. Oh, you really think you're somebody, huh? On your tall legs, with your long snake-like arms. Don't touch me, you limb tree. Oh, you really think you're somebody, huh? On your tall legs. What are you looking at?
What are you looking at? Heads up!
Oh, look at this fancy stick. It's my favorite stick in the whole wide world. It's the best one in my collection. I got no better stick than this stick. Can't believe I found this stick. Oh, it's a keeper. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that stick. No, my stick. Give it back. No. Oh, my stick. My favorite stick. obnoxious Nobodyville. Your wretched limbs, an affront to nobodiness. Unless your fire can prove itself useful, there will be no passage for you, limb tree. Go away. If you light them all, then maybe. Weak fire, useless. The candles have not been lit since before the great beheading. Now fire is back. Maybe fire can help us with our Molgrim problem. The headmaster will decide. Enter, then.
You get out of here. Oh, it was foretold. The return of the bodies. Arms and legs. So uncivilized. Don't touch me, you limb tree. Take kindly to somebody's walking around here with 2 feet, arms and legs, so uncivilized.
Look at those 2 arms swinging around. Disgusting. It's up.
What do you think you're doing here? You can't be here. You shouldn't be. Why are you here? Here to set us on fire? True fire. We nobodies haven't been graced by its warmth since the bodies were banished. They used fire for war. Yes. Now once more, the somebody disturbs our peace and sets fire on things with its tiny fire devil. You must leave at once. Leave or face our... It's the Mulgrim! The Mulgrim is here!
I guess I'm the headmaster now. As you've observed with your own head globes, we have a problem. It is called the Mulgrim.
The Mulgrim.
Recently, she has become bold, moving ever closer to Nobodyville. You should help us get rid of her. Yes, get rid of her. Tame her, just make it stop. And by the powers suddenly vested in me, I will, shall grant you passage through our fair Nobodyville. Here, take this. Blech. Now, go do the quest. Meet the problem head on. Tame the Mulgrim, and we will. I shall graciously let you pass through Nobodyville.
Over body! Mind 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 over body! mushrooms whisper of a new bird in down. They tell us her nest lies beyond the cold, cold moon. And she came here to witness tragedies. She feeds on these tales, you see, sucking their fire dry like marrow from a bone. Her eyes are on us now. Like a vulture she waits, knowing that we somebodies are about to tear each other apart.
When a sinkhole devours your fire, give it up or dive in after it. An old swamp saying.
Все понял.
Another old swamp saying went, when dealing with a troubled and troublesome Mulgrim, do not light a fire beneath her, but help her build one from within.
Oh, my neck hearkens the anguished howls of the Mulgrim, and the bitter patter of feet. A somebody and its flame, albeit a small one. 'Tis enough, perhaps. The Mulgrim's precious shards, they must be returned to her lair, to her cauldron. Only then may the cleansing fire burn. approach over the mountain vein and find.
We ragdolls observe, we record, and we mimic.
Their faces wear masks, they do not know
What is already earning hides behind.
the chance will tell. We put on a mask, we perform, and we put on a show. Hands up! Ready! Up! Break with your boots! Take with your hands! Full of fire! The fire is ours! Take the charge! Take the fire!
Good evening. Or is it morning or afternoon? Hard to tell without a sun, isn't it? No, it is most certainly night. Or moonbirds hooting wouldn't make sense at all. Speaking of sense, will you help an old bird find some in this story? Fire up these dusty murals in the right order, and you will receive a present, a little gift, yes. Bring the fire to the story. As the heads roll, the time of the movement begins, and you... As the heads roll, the time of the movement begins, and you... And as the heads roll, the time of the movement begins. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. Peace ended with a violent somebodies invaded the valley. Once upon a time, the Mergrins lived in peace. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. That ain't edible. The story Once upon a time, the Mulgrims lived in peace. Once upon a time, the Mulgrims lived in peace. And as the heads roll, the time of the Mulgrim begins, and the battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. Peace ended when the violent sun bodies invaded the valley. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. Peace ended when the violent sun bodies invaded the valley. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. Peace ended when the violent sun bodies invaded the valley. And as the heads roll, the time of the Mulgrim begins anew. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. I'm growing impatient and hungry. Try a different order. Once upon a time, the Mulgrims lived in peace. Once upon a time, the Mulgrims lived in peace. Peace ended when the violent sun bodies invaded the valley. Peace ended when the violent sun bodies invaded the valley. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. The valley was taken, but then began the battle of the bodies. Intriguing. And as the heads roll, the time of the Mulgrim begins anew. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. The battle ended with a great, gruesome beheading. For time immemorial, the Mulgrims had lived in the valley in peace, sharing good eatings and howlings around their fire, which they had inherited from the skies. Then one terrible night came the violent sun bodies. They hunted the Mulgrims for sport and took their fire for themselves. But the somebodies knew not what they were dealing with, for as soon as they held the fire in their grubby hands, they began to fight one another with it. To save themselves from themselves, the cunning heads turned on their bodies and organized a great beheading. And so it was that some bodies became nobodies, and the Mogrim begins anew. A storied meal indeed. Moonbird thanks you for feeding her and proudly upholds the promise. A gift. A shard from the Mogrim's own cauldron. It looked so shiny in the moonlight. Moonbird simply had to take it. Just for now. She'll see you in the light.
Don't eat me! Well, if you're not gonna gobble me up, then can you maybe take me away from here? Please? Somewhere closer to Nobodyville and away from here. Get me out of this neck hole, please. I'm begging you on my bare chin, and I'll pay you for the effort. Handsomely with a beautiful shard from the Mulgrim's cauldron.
If you just take me to the outskirts, closer to Nobodyville, I'd find the rest of my way back for sure. If you've nothing better to do, that is. She's here! Watch out! Look out! Phew, thanks for saving my neck. And I think I have a reward for you. A real treasure. There you go. One of the 3 missing shards from the Mulgrim's Cauldron. Yeah, I stole it. Oh, I thought I could maybe buy me some kind of ticket away from, well, everything. Start anew, you know? A good head on a pair of healthy, strong shoulders. Eyes on the horizon. Gosh, the horizon. Do you know I haven't seen it once since I lost my body? I really do miss my body. It's a real shame when you think about it, you know? The things that we do to ourselves, to one another. What we did to her, kind. All in the name of some sort of control. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess I'm sad. Sad and sorry. Hey, thanks. You're a great listener. You know that? Just take care of that shard now. And maybe put it back where it belongs and... yeah. Goodbye.
The ragdoll's whisper of one shard kept by the dark itself. Another was stolen by the greedy moonbird up in the hilltops. The last one, perhaps the cowardly head knows.
It's easy to lose one's head when everything you love is either gone, broken, or dead. Yet another forgotten swamp saying. She'd never been much for company until she had met the other one. He had shimmering scales, an appetite for life, and carried a faint scent of rotting leaves she found irresistible. Oh, how they used to laugh at the distant stars, bitterly, together.
The howls of the Mulgrim have gone with the wind, and our headaches settled into gentle throbbing. Thank you, somebody, for you have not only graciously saved our necks, but also demonstrated the value of brain mass and heart blob working together. Could it be time for the bodies to return? We must convene on this matter, and you and your wandering flame must now leave through our gates and keep on walking the midnight walk to Moon Mountain. Moon Mountain! Here you go, somebody. This key will open the town gates. The mountain once again beckons, and the call is answered. Fare thee well, and take good care of your flame. The dark itself is hungry.
We returning heads on now. I've had enough. First it was the big Mogrim hunt, and then when they forced us out into that make-a-forgiven swamp. I hate hiking, and then when we had nothing left to hunt, we started fighting each other, and then Mr. Mayor gets this grand idea that we should chop our own heads off and banish our bodies. How does that even scientifically work? I've had enough of civilization.
Oh, back from a little swamp detour, huh? Hope the heads didn't give you too much trouble. At least your head looks attached to its shoulders and your friend's is, well, burning. So do not despair. Should you once again lose your way along the midnight walk, you're probably meant to. The body can be a terrible master, but a wonderful servant. Protect the spark. Find its home, won't you? See you down the road.
seems have a special relationship with fire. We do not cook over it. We do not shed tales around it. We care not for its warmth. Ours is a different connection entirely. Fire is our window to truth and into the world beyond clay, to which we must return. We are noble beings, bringers of bugs, slime, and mushrooms to help decompose the old and to bring about the new. We are the caretakers of this world, and woe be to those who seek to end us, for they seek to end themselves.
Dreadful was the day when the sun vanished. The waters dried up, birds went quiet, and the dark itself seeped unchecked into the work table as the cold, chewed paper moon rose over the mountain. The night that followed would be long as the midnight walk. The burnt one was there. You do not remember, but you feel it, don't you? You are reborn when need arises. This night, Port Boy needs you, and Moon Mountain beckons. Its call irresistible. A storm is coming. The soothsayers have spoken.
was the sun. Where its warm rays should have been there was only the vast night sky, not a star on its face. Well, the Merkel mumbled softly to herself, winter was late, so now the sun must be late too. Proud over her sound logic, she went back to her lair to take a complimentary nap. The Merkel had taken a nap that had lasted 2 decades. Now that counts as oversleeping even by Merkel standards. She had awoken anxiously this time, feeling misplaced and confused. The confusion grew further into panic when she was greeted not by the sun's life-giving caress, but once again by the silently mocking night sky.
I had a flame once. It was beautiful and bright. It spread its light, brought me and my neighbors warmth. and it was always hungry. No matter how much I fed it, it kept on growing and growing. And one day it got big enough to start walking the long road. I didn't guide it. It dragged me along for the ride. I followed it for a long, long time. Would the road ever end? What was the point of the walk? Things kind of spiraled. Road took me on dangerous detours that didn't make sense. Before I knew it, my flame began to fade until it... Well, I don't think I was meant to carry this flame.
There once was a freezing cat who was looking for shelter when she came across a dark cave. "Step into my abode," offered the dark. "It will warm you if you surrender your wants."
The story goes of a nameless maker who pulled creative spark from the dark itself without giving it fire. With his dark source, he managed to create swaths of land in no time. The dark itself waited for a gift of fire, but the Maker just kept on taking. Too busy building his crooked fences and watchtowers, kept his fire locked away in his chest. One day, he decided to create the first people to inhabit and appreciate his creation. It was then that the dark corrupted the Maker's clay, guided his greedy hands into creating not people, but the first of the fire-eating crawlers. And they crawled into this world absolutely starving. the story goes.
Блять, он боится, стоит. Понял.
The dark's eyes were much too big and watchful for the cat's liking. She went on to find warmth somewhere else. Then the cat saw it. Rooftops piercing the sky. Approaching the town, she was greeted by a crone. Come, kitty, kitty, you must be tired. Sit in my lap. Share your soft fur, and I shall warm you for a spell.
Hello, Mother. The well said to give it a match, so you and I could talk again. I hope this works, because that was my last one, and well, it's cold now. But it doesn't matter. We can finally talk after everything. So, how are you? Do they have fire where you are? Not the hellish kind, I hope. Is Father there too? I think you should talk to him again. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I know he loves you still. I love you. Still. I can't feel my hands. I can't feel anything.
Lucifer did this? Oh, the flame warms the righteous, but the wicked who love destruction, the flame burns with a passion. How will we warm the furnace?
Feed the thief to the furnace!
Feed the thief to the furnace! Coalhaven is doomed! On the wicked the flame shall rain fiery coals and burning sulfur. A scorching wind shall be their lot. Come forth, thief, and confess your hideous crime!
Welcome to Coalhaven, newcomer. Good to see a flame in these parts again. I'll be your guide tonight. This furnace here used to run on coal and fire, don't you know? But a thief stole all our matches, wasted them in greed, you see. Now the ghost has come to smite the wicked and punish the thief who killed us. Well, I guess that's it. That's a tour on the house. There's a bone right there in the snow. There ain't no place for a bone. Your flame could bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms in our bellies dance. Oh, do you feel that? Something's changing. That furnace was the soul of the city. We used to worship it, us coal miners did. Fed it trees and fire like it was a hungry, angry god. This broken body's going nowhere, but yours is. Walk the streets, listen. Just don't believe everything the half-dead say. But the day of the dark shall come in the guise of a thief, in which the stars shall quietly pass away, while the houses shall be destroyed with intense heat, and the earth and its works burned up. There are many bones out there, you know. Little keys, little keys. The curse of Coalhaven's ugly and vengeful. A grave matter indeed. The matches were plenty, and then there were few. A thief is the cause of our doom and shame. Oh, the shame. What do I know? I'm just some dead guy. Throw me a freaking bone, huh? Your flame could bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms in our bellies dance again.
The cat didn't like the crone's crude pettings. Her hands tugged at her fur. "Now, rest still," the crone said as she pulled out a crooked knife. The cat was quick and escaped just in time.
Listen for the bone.
Listen.
thief loved the stars. Would have plucked them out of the sky if it were possible. But the dark itself stole her stars, turned the thief's sky as black as a cup of joe. And so the thief began to steal matches and lit them, hundreds of them, like little stars of her own. The crooked path to the house on the hill lies open. You hear the scream.
Wherever she sought warmth, it had a price. The miners needed the cat to get rid of the rats, and the vicar wanted her protection from bad luck. Bony hands reached out from all around her, trying to grab her.
Matches lead to the house. Brothers and sisters, hunt down the thief. The matches. Follow the burnt matches. Follow the matches. What did we do?
And then for what they did. The trail of burnt matches. It leads to the house on the hill.
We're running out of matches.
The furnace is dead.
It burns! It burns!
What's... This isn't my body. The fire, did we snuff it out? Where's... Did I save them? The house. It's ruined. Well, it wasn't supposed to go down that way. They locked the door, threw the key into the woods. Huh. There was so much anger, and now there's nothing. This body is so uncomfortable. While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods, with our door key dangling from its tail. I ran, tried to chase it, grab the key, and when I did, the creature turned around, and its face, it was the face of this whole town. The key, I have to find the key in the woods. Where the wild things rest. That's it. That's the key. Unlock the door. Please. I want to see my home again.
Furnace is getting weak. Council says we're running out of matches.
We'll have to harvest more trees then.
I don't like it. Losing the forest like this.
Not like we have a choice.
Mom, Dad,
Oh, girl, you startled me.
they're coming here. All of them.
What's that you're holding?
It's just a match.
The cat felt as if the walls around her were growing taller, the alleyways narrowing. Turning a corner, she bumped into a girl sitting in the snow. In her bony little hands, a lit match. "What do you think of my star?" the girl asked. "Isn't it pretty?"
On the hill lies open. You hear the scream. With no matches left, we couldn't light the furnace. And the thief paid a terrible price for her burning greed. As the furnace died, one by one, so did we. But before we perished, the dark itself moved into our hollow husk, turning us cold and wicked. If I had a heart, I'd feel great shame for what we did. I'd feel great shame for what we did. The old man feels it too. Should have been long dead with the rest. He just wasn't ready to go. At least he has a reason for sticking around. This just in. Little bird whispered that the old man wants his song back. Now what the heck does that mean? Am I right? Your flame could bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms in our bellies dance again. Carries a cold evening's ugly potential for great.
We killed the thief.
Man is the one left. He carries the shame of us all.
No rest for us after what we did.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to hear her sing again. Those sweet, sweet tunes like fallen leaves of the trees that were. Such a waste, such a shame. I wish I could hear her sing again. Just once. Just once. Oh, I know she stole from us. I know what she did to our town. But she could sing. This town's not much without fire, no. But it's even less without song. If I could just hear that lullaby one last time, I know I'd be able to move on. I know I captured it once in a melody-keeping head of clay so she could hear her beauty for herself. But I dropped it in the woods that horrible night. I was mad, so very mad.
No singing, no way. No nasty gold-digging persons, I pray. Darkness listens, in moves ice. No more villagers, very nice. But that song, it lingers.
it. Does it still keep our song? Fire will tell. Little soul, you charming little wanderer, my life's companion and body's guest. Where are you off to now? I don't know what I thought would happen. I feel a strange warmth, but just as coal runs deep in the earth, so is the shame a part of me, mine alone to bear.
The girl offered her burning match, her last star, but the cat could tell she needed it all for herself. Grateful for her unconditional kindness, the cat left her to her ghosts.
Bring back warmth to our graves, and may the worms in our bellies dance again. The door to the flame is open. It's already there. You just haven't lit it yet. Now, if you don't mind, a little spark. And just maybe we'll be able to die for real this time. In life, I didn't mind a little loneliness, but this is the worst. The furnace longs to burn once more.
Release me. Remove the shroud. Light the match. The match. Light it. Please. One last star. Light the match. The match. Light it. Please. One last star. Thank you.
The cat finally settled in front of a giant burning furnace. In its bright flames, she could glimpse a dark future. This did not matter to her, for now she was eternally warm and at peace.
The flame burns still, and the fire has spread along the walk. The cold takes its toll, and Potboy's flame flickers. But it is still enough for the climb to Moon Mountain, to light the final fire. The road always leads to Moon Mountain. Hark! His fire belongs to the mountain. It came from beyond the moon. You have always been destined to burn. The soothsayers have spoken.
Так. Давайте, наверное, опять же, как вчера сделаю, на 1,5 часика. Хочется еще поиграть, но хочется и на улицу сходить. Так что через 1,5 часика запускаю снова. Все, офф, без позора. Игра охуенная.